Hi everyone, it's Kaylee and welcome back to my channel. So it is September and I bought books again. I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna do it every month. But let's dive in and I'll tell you what I bought and why I bought them. The first ones I bought were the rest of Sierra Simone's Priest series. So I got Midnight Mass, which is a novella featuring the same characters from Priest, and then it is Sinner, which is Tyler, the main character's older brother, and then it is Saint, which is Tyler's younger brother, Elijah. And I did hear that she might be writing 2 more books in this series, one from the youngest brother, Baby Bell's Ryan, his point of view, and one from Father Jordan, who is a minor character along the series. Now, as a thing, I bought them because these covers are gorgeous. I don't know what it is. Flower covers on smutty romances is such a cliche and is usually so overdone, but the simple flower on a background, it just drew me in. I fell in love with the covers. The books were really good. It is 100% way darker than what I normally read. I am a rom-com girly at heart, but I really enjoyed the series. I have read them all by now. Saint wasn't my favorite. Sinner was okay, but Priest was definitely my favorite by far. And I liked Midnight Mass because I liked getting into the main characters of the first book after the happily ever after, and things weren't going for them as smoothly as what they had hoped. So I love when you get to see a little dip into the characters' backstories and everything just doesn't end at the happily ever after. I really enjoy that. So I'm looking forward to if she does write the last 2 books. If she does, I will let you know. I will also link my reviews of these. I don't think I posted a review of Midnight Mass because it is a novella and I tend to only post reviews of full-length books, but I will post the reviews up in the corner for these 2 so you can check those out. The next one I bought is Cruel Seduction by Katie Robert. This is book number, I want to say 5 in the Dark Olympus series. I'm pretty sure it's 5. This one, the Dark Olympus series, went a little off the rails for me last time. Book 4 wasn't my favorite, but this one really picked it back up again. This is about Aphrodite, Hephaestus. My Greek is not great. Adonis and Pandora, and it is what she describes as a poly-knot. So not all of the characters in the foursome are romantically linked to each other. Specifically Pandora, she is only romantically linked to Aphrodite, but then Aphrodite is romantically linked to both of the men, as well as the men are romantically linked to each other. However, Pandora is only friends with the 2 men. So it was an interesting read. I'm really loving the Dark Olympus series because it is not fantasy. You think it should be fantasy because it's a ancient Greek retelling. You want it to be fantasy, but it is 100% just a contemporary dark romance series. And so once again, darker than I normally get, but Katie Robert, I love her. I read her villains series, I can't remember, Wicked Villains, which is about different Disney villains getting together with the princesses from their stories. So if you haven't read that series, which is completed, I would definitely check it out. And then there is the Dark series. She does have a few others, but I haven't dived into those ones very much yet. But I will post the review of this one up in the corner. I have already read it and I loved it. Katie Robert is definitely back on track, and I can't wait for book number 6, which I think is called Midnight Ruin. So very excited. The next set I bought was just a random find at Costco, and that is a redo series by Tessa Bailey. So she had put out these books, I believe, as like an independent book, or maybe they were only on Kindle Unlimited, something like that. So I haven't read this series. There is Chase Me, Need Me, and Make Me. And I think that's the order, but don't quote me on that. I haven't read these yet. They look really good. Look at the price I got them. And if you live in Canada and you know book prices, you know how good of a deal these were. $13.99 for a book in Canada is freaking amazing. I got these at Costco. I was just randomly looking at the books when I went to Costco, as a girl does when she's obsessed with buying books. And I found them, and my husband wasn't with me, so there was nobody to tell me no. So I bought all 3, and I don't regret it at all. So I haven't read this series yet. I probably won't read it until the new year. because I'm one of those weird girlies who tends to read witchy books in September and October and Christmas books in November and December. And so while I do sneak in a few new releases and non-holiday books in there, I don't know if I have time for a full 3-book series yet. So these might wait until the new year, but when I read them, I will let you know how they are, but I'm excited. Have you read them yet? Did you read them before they first came out? Let me know. Let me know if I should push them higher up my TBR. And the final book I bought is called Only Love Can Hurt Like This by Paige Toon. This one I hadn't heard of. I found it at Walmart and it had their pretty little 30% off the book cover price. And if you once again are Canadian, you know you always take a discount on books because you need them. And weirdly enough, I'm going to tell you a little secret story if you're from Canada. It had the 30% off sticker, but when it rang up in the till, it rang up at the full price, which was $23 Canadian. Now, in Canada, we have something called the scanning code of practice. I don't know if this exists in the States, so you would have to look it up. But if you find something and the price that rings up in the till doesn't match the price that it's supposed to be, whatever the sale price is, you are supposed to get the item, it works on any item, for $10 less than the price. So she gave me the 30% discounted price. Then she took $10 off. And yes, if the item is less than $10, it means it's free. So you have to call them on this. Stores won't just automatically do the scanning code of practice because it costs money. It makes them lose money. But if you notice it and you call them on it, they're supposed to do it. Walmart will usually do it at the drop of a hat, but they will make you go to like the customer service one. So yeah, if you see this happen, and even if you're shopping for just cheese or something, if it rings up at the wrong price than what it is on the shelf, scanning code of practice. Look into it. It will save you money. Anyway, I haven't read the book. I don't know anything about the book other than this exploding flower looks epic and it looks like the book is gonna make me cry. So I'm a little hesitant to read it because normally I'm a happy-go-lucky romance girly and this does not look happy-go-lucky. But I will let you know how it is when I get to it on my TBR. But if you've read it, let me know in the comments below. So those are all the books that I bought in September. I've read about half of them already and half of them are on my TBR, which isn't bad. Normally all the books go on my TBR, so I'm actually proud of myself for that one. So, and it's less than last month, so my husband can't even really be mad at me. So yeah, if you've read any of them, let me know in the comments. And I'll post my reviews up in the corner. Bye!